and thanks so much for joining us for another edition of Mid-American Gardener, the stay-at-home edition. And we're still not back in the studio, but we have not missed a beat in bringing you your gardening news. So our two experts that we have on the show tonight are both veteran guests, Marty Alanya, and, well, I guess I just told your name. So forget that part. Act like I didn't just say your names. Marty, please introduce yourself and tell everyone what your interests are.
My name is Marty Alanya. I'm a retired landscaper. I love perennials and pretty much things you grow in your yard in a smaller landscape. It's kind of a treat to have huge wide open spaces, but in the business I was doing, we didn't do that so much. So kind of specialize in the smaller things that you want to do around the house in a small bit, so yeah.
Marty will help make your house cozy and beautiful and fragrant and colorful, right?
Wow, not you're good. Okay, yeah, not anymore. I quit.
Anymore. All right, and Jen?
Hi, I'm Jen Nelson. I'm a horticulturalist, and you can find me online at groundedandgrowing.com. My favorite things are vegetable gardens, like houseplants quite a bit, and pretty much general horticulture. And currently I'm rebuilding my yard after a large construction project, so that's fun.
Oh, that's always fun. I could see the fun in your eyes when you were talking about it.
It's all about the mud.
Oh yeah, we have lots of mud too. We just built a garage, so I'm already, clinkety clinkety clink. What are we going to do here, and how's that going to go? And yeah. Oh, I'm delighted, excited. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are in the swing of the growing season, and I know everybody's excited to be out. And with the quarantine and stay at home, I'm hearing that at-home gardens are just off the charts. The seeds and materials have been flying off the shelf. So we're all gardening, which is great, yes. But with that comes some struggles, and it has been wet, and it has been chilly, and it's created some challenges for even veterans and some of our new folks as well. So we have a lot of questions that came in today about black spots on leaves and different things people are seeing with their foliage. And you two think that a lot of that is stemming from moisture. So if you could just kind of break it down, some of the things people mentioned, I won't read through everything, but they're just talking about some spots, some molding, some foliage that's crumbling and folding. So what are your thoughts there when we have weather like this? What can folks do, if there's anything we can do, and maybe what are they seeing out there?
Well, I know there was a question about some black fungus on azalea and maple and arborvitae, and then there was the owner of the tree was named Carl, and he thought he had a peach tree. He didn't think it was peach tree curl, but Carl, I think it's peach tree curl. So it's been so damp and cool, the fungus they're just going crazy. So in order to, some of these things you can treat, I suppose all of them you can treat topically. Usually copper, a fungicide with copper, and it is pretty common, and it's not dangerous to get overspray on anything else. So it's a safe thing to use when you go to your garden center. Read the label. If you don't know what you're looking for, ask somebody, and that's why they employ them. On the label, copper will be listed as MCE. It's actually the metal content, like the metal trace content in the spray. And the higher the copper, the more, the higher that number, the more copper there is in it, the more effective the spray should be. So you can spray it on, try to get it under the leaves on your trees. I know that seems impossible. How can I spray a whole tree? And then but you can do it, try to get under it, spray where you're not getting rained on. I've done it. Try to get, by the time you think you got the undersides of the leaves pretty well, the tops will probably be wet anyway, but if you got any left in there, top it off, let it fall down. You probably have to reapply if it rains very hard, and also cleaning up leaves that have dropped, pruning out places that you already see the fungus growing on. That's a really important
Okay.
culture, and just a maintenance idea. You know, the fungus will live in the soil and happen again unless you don't let the spores form in the soil. So if you try to clean up any leaves that you find and burn them.
Okay.
So
Jen, anything else? What about this application to the garden? We talked about big trees, but how do we do this on a smaller scale when we've got tiny little bean plants or whatever else we're working with?
I have never personally used any kind of a fungicide in the vegetable garden, but what I would do would be more culturally, like what Marty's talking about, picking up any leaves that fall. Maybe if it's a perpetual problem year to year, start looking at buying some resistant varieties, but looking at improving the air circulation in the garden, because the fungus likes the cool, wet conditions. So anytime you can shorten that amount of time that foliage stays wet, and maybe change how you're watering. So make sure you're watering at the base, not just setting a sprinkler out and letting it go back and forth, but just try to improve the conditions so that fungus doesn't really want to hang out there.
yeah,
I've seen
and if you do water overhead, do it early in the day.
Right, so that it would burn off. Yeah.
I've heard some people say that you can put straw down to help separate the foliage from the wetness. But on the other side of that, I've heard people say, no, that's literally the worst thing you can do, because that's gonna get wet and exacerbate the problem. So there's like two schools of thought out there with keeping things dry, and I'd love to hear what you guys think.
I've done the straw thing, and I've seen it work. On tomatoes is usually where you see that.
Yeah.
One trick that I've done is like the first few inches, just removing those leaves so that those leaves are not within splash range of the soil will help. There was something else I was thinking of with the straw. The thought left me. It'll come back.
Okay. Marty, I know you use a lot of straw.
Around and around.
Yes.
I strawed my whole garden. I strawed the whole thing this year. The weeds got out of hand because I barely had a vegetable garden last year, and it was insane. We did have a question, if you'd like me to go right into that, Tinisha.
Sure. Go ahead.
We did have a question. Someone wrote in and said, where can I find straw with no seeds in it? Well, you can't. I mean, but most of what you buy around here, you can get to the two kinds of straw you're going to get around here are wheat straw or oat straw, and either one is fine. I usually use wheat straw. It's just easier to find. Now you're going to have some seed in there, but when they make straw, they go through and they combine just the heads. There's a stalk of wheat with a little head on the top, and they go and they cut that off, and then they grow varieties that are specifically longer, taller, when they want to get a double crop off the field. So they cut the heads off, take those away, and then they come back through and cut the straw. So they try to get all the seed they can because they get paid for that. You're going to have some, but even if it is like wheat, it just looks like a big old piece of grass. It pulls out very easily. I mean, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't worry about that so much. When I use straw, my dad strawed a lot too. When I use straw, I buy extra straw, or if you know somebody now I know this goes against half of what you were saying, Tinisha, but I straw when you cut the strings on a bale of straw, it comes off in flakes. It comes off in little sections, about 4 or 5 inches. Some people shake that up loose. I don't. I take the whole flake and I just lay it right on the ground, and I put a row and I leave a crack down there for where the potatoes are coming up, or where the tomatoes are at, or the green beans, or whatever it is. And I just lay a whole flake down, and that's 3, 4, 5 inches. It holds the moisture. It breaks down under the soil. Oh, it really smothers the weeds. If you shake it up, you leave more places for the weeds to stick up. And I won't say I have none, but oh my God, so much better. So yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any problem with fungus in mine. It's just not a big. I've got it on asparagus. I got it on potatoes, onions, peppers, the whole nine.
Everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I add one more thing on
Yeah, yeah.
fungus?
Sure. Go ahead.
No, I thought of what I had a problem with bell peppers for years, that they were big, beautiful plants. And then from the bottom up, there would be this sort of fungal spot that would work its way up and the leaves would fall. And I would literally be sweeping up handfuls and getting them out of the garden, and these were in containers too. So they weren't even in the ground. And I couldn't figure it out because I was like, they're in the bright sun. I'm doing everything I can to stop it. And I started looking it up, and it can be that particular fungus on pepper can be seed borne, and it may be the seed source. So I switched where I was buying peppers from. And what do you know? Last year they were perfect. No fungal leaf spots at all.
Wowie.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't me after all.
Oh my gosh. That would never have crossed my radar.
No.
Did not even
Let's go to number 922, DJ Rosebugs. This is from Helen Whitney, and it says, "Hi, I have these eaters on my roses for the past few years. 7 can help, but I really would like to know what they are and the best products to use. Thank you, Whitney in Springfield." So did she send some pictures in as well? Okay, there we go.
I think she did, and just by her description and the time of year, I think it's probably leafcutter bees, and they come in and they cut a section out as part of their egg laying process, and they're good. They're pollinators. That's what it looks like to me. It's a little too early for something like Japanese beetles.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not bad. They're actually a pollinator. So
yeah.
Okay. Now, for her, is there any way?
I would also add, please stop using 7 if you possibly can. 7 is really toxic to pollinators, and 7 is a broad spectrum insecticide, so it'll kill off everything. I'd rather see you do, if they are indeed what Jennifer was talking about, you're going to lose a little foliage and then it'll grow back out. And I would give your roses a little fertilizer, don't you think, Jen?
Yeah.
Just let them kind of grow out of it, because they're not going to do that all season. Correct?
Right. It's just this snapshot in time, and it's going to grow out of it. Yeah. Give them a little extra care, and you're supporting the pollinators, and it's really a cosmetic problem. It's not anything that's going to interfere in the rose production.
So my question was, if she's into, some people, that cosmetic portion is really important to them. Is there something natural that she could do to deter them, to, like something they don't like versus harming them? Is there something for that?
I don't know of anything. Do you, Marty?
I'm wondering if insecticidal soap might deter them.
Yeah,
or,
maybe so.
Peppermint oil.
Or clay.
They might not like that. Yeah. Diatomaceous earth. I don't know if that would help for that problem or not. But I would rather see you do a little research maybe and try to find something that would protect them. I mean, even like a little bit of fabric around them or something for a week or 2 or something. Just some physical barrier or some sort of repellent rather than killing the insect.
Bringing out the big guns.
Need those,
I wonder if the product that they use in orchards, the clay, kaolin clay that they spray on and it dries like white. I wonder if that would deter it just as a coating.
Yeah.
Don't know. Yeah. And we're looking at like what, couple weeks?
Yeah. It's like a couple weeks in May and then they're gone.
They're gone. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully she can just get through it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We're going to go to question 920. This is for you, Marty, landscaping ideas. Hello, I'm a fan of Mag and have learned a lot. Playing in the dirt is therapy for me, us too. Going to nurseries and greenhouses is like turning a kid loose in a candy store. I need some landscaping ideas for this area. It sits on the southwest corner. Thank you for your time and assistance. This is from Ann Good in Findlay. So she sent some pictures in, and Marty, do your thing.
Okay, Ann. Wow, you've got a maple there And maples are notorious for shallow root systems, and they suck up everything in their immediate area. And then you got a big old euonymus there too. So if it was me, I would think about reducing that euonymus by about 2/3 and seeing if you can just corral it a little more. And I'm assuming that you're not happy with the way the soil looks bare around the maple, and you could just kind of get used to that because that's what maples do. However, if you wanted to do if you wanted to do a whole bed on that corner, you might consider that, coming from your, looks like a driveway, and it kind of comes around the euonymus, just cut off that corner and kind of make a bed. You're going to have to eliminate the grass, but then you could do some shade things in there. And I would suggest the largest, flashiest hosta you can find, because they have a wiry, tough root system that can compete with the maple. I mean, little cutie things, they're going to throw in the towel. Get some big old biggins, get some big, beautiful things with variegation, some guardian angel and some dancing queen and some, get some big, fancy hosta varieties. Tuck them in there, mulch them really well, pray. That maple is going to be, it's going to be a toughie because it's going to steal all the moisture. But those have to be able to do it. You put them in when they're small, like when they're quart size or something, and they can manage. They will compete with that. Put it around the edge there, just get. That's. I don't know anything else but ferns that could do them. Ferns are going to look crappy by the middle of summer because it's too hot and dry there. So.
Okay. Well, you gave her some great ideas. So. Process. What was the bush called?
The euonymus.
It's
a big old burning bush. It was one of those big red burning bushes. Yeah, it's big. And if you cut that down a little bit, first of all, it'll be safer coming in and out of your driveway, but also you're obscuring your house. I mean, that's a beautiful house. There's great porch across the front, and you can't see it as you come down the street like that. You're still going to get the color, but just reduce it. I mean, I don't mean like sheer, don't do that. Just kind of drop crotch it. Go in and take the biggest branches out, just reduce it. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, hire somebody to do it for you. And just reduce the height of that thing a little bit. You could even let it spread out laterally a little more, but try to tone it back.
Just a little.
It's big, and it's not right in the middle, when you approach the house and you get this pretty house there with a nice, and then there's this big right in the middle, and you can't see anything. So
Marty just came out of retirement, it seems like.
I did, yeah.
Okay, we're going on to 919. This one's for Jen. Alan from Decatur writes in, my question is about my hickory trees. I'd like to know if I can spray my hickory trees so they don't produce again. They currently produce every year.
Well, Alan, you're probably not going to like my answer, but it's the same answer if any of our viewers have sweet gum trees and they hate the sweet gum balls, or any other nut tree that they hate the nuts from, or any other tree that they just don't want fruit from. There is a product called, the trade name is Florel, and it will cause the flowers to abort. They'll fall off, but you have to spray it at the right time. So you have to know what a hickory tree flower looks like. And you probably are going to have to hire it out, because once these trees get big enough to produce flowers, they're usually too big for us to manage to spray to the top of with our garden hose. And unfortunately, it does end up costing, the last time I priced it out for somebody, it was like $300 for a sweet gum tree, a full-size sweet gum tree. So, and you would have to do that every year. So you might be looking at investing in ground level pruning if it's really a problem with if you really hate the nuts that bad. But if you don't mind paying, and you could spend that money and spray, and if they're off in their window of when they're spraying, it may not work. So that's another thing to consider.
Not only do you have to do it right, you have to do it right at the right time.
Yes, and every year,
common folks.
and every year.
Gotcha. Okay. All right,
have
Marty.
you thought about selling the nuts? I mean,
Yeah,
hickory
there
nuts
you
are
go.
desirable. I mean,
It could
gather
be a
them up and
lucrative
sell 'em.
business.
Yeah, or
Maybe the
you got
wood.
plenty of bark left for the barbecue. We use it
There
on
you
the
Yeah.
go.
fire.
All right, 9:25, going to Marty. I was given two, is this monkshood? Am I saying it right?
Monkshood.
Monkshood. I was given two
Yeah,
monkshood
the
plants,
flower looks like that.
3 feet tall to transplant. We did that. I read where they don't like to move and should be transplanted in early spring. So we messed up and now they look droopy. Can I cut them back and how much? This is Kathy from Normal. So did she send pictures of this one? Wonderful. Let's see those. Oh, she did.
I didn't think I
Okay.
saw one. Kathy,
Well,
cut
I'll
it
have
back.
to look
Yeah,
that up because I want to see what a monkshood looks like. So tell
they're
her,
beautiful. They're
what should
beautiful.
she do to save hers?
Cut it back by like, if there's a main stalk, cut it back by about 2/3, 3/4. Water it well. Put some mulch down. It's just drooping because of transplant shock, and it'll be a lot easier for the roots to establish if you just cut off that top. It'll grow back.
I just looked it up. It does look like a monkshood, doesn't it?
Hence the name.
Google is a
Learn
wonderful
something
thing.
new every day. Isn't that
I
something?
do. I do. Every time we get on the phone, I learn a bunch of new stuff.
There you go.
So, okay, Jen, you have a show and tell that you brought?
Yes, I do. I've brought it on the show before. I guess it's considered a succulent. It's also here flower.
I see.
Yeah. I don't know if it was flowering last time I brought it.
No, I don't remember seeing it.
The common name of this is the lifesaver plant. So you can kind of see why from the picture.
Huh?
And if anyone's taking notes at home, it's Huernia zebrina is the Latin name.
How long have you had that?
I've probably had it going on 5 years now. And
Has it been in that same container?
Yes.
For 5 years, really?
And it just keeps going, and a piece might fall off and find its way to someone's house or something if they wanted it. Yeah.
I always ask how long people have succulents because they'll be just like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's been in that pot for 10 years." I'm just like, okay.
I read that
these are such slow growers.
I read that it likes.
Oh, she froze.
Oh no.
Oh no, she's frozen. She'll come back. So, Marty, did you have a show and tell as well?
I don't have a show and tell, but I really wanted to get the iris question in if I could.
Yeah, let's do it. 9:20. Was it 9:26?
9:26.
Here we go.
Someone wrote they wanted clarification from last year because they were always taught to plant iris with no soil over the top and no mulch. For iris, here in central Illinois, you never know what the weather's going to do. I am not comfortable with just no soil over them. They just need if the weather gets really brutal, they need it. They need the help. I put a little soil over mine. I put a little bit of mulch over mine. The problem is iris borer, the little worm that gets in your iris, and they ruin those tubers, right? So the really main thing for iris really is drainage. They want good drainage. They want really good drainage, and especially in the wintertime. They cannot stand wet feet. Sunny location, even if it's not quite sunny all day, if it drains well. So again, I always put, an inch of soil isn't much, and it's, just a smattering, and then a little bit of mulch over the top just for help for weed control. I'll stand by that. That's how I plant them. That's how I plant them for me. That's how I plant them for everybody else. I'm sorry, my dog's distracting me on the floor here.
So we've got about 3 minutes left, and I want to ask a question before we go. Two, actually. So what are your thoughts? Not your thoughts, but let's talk about deadheading as we move into, I have some flowers that I had to clean up this week. Does that make your plants bloom faster again, or is it just cleanup? Like, is there a science behind deadheading? Will it make new flowers come faster, new blooms?
Yes, and yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're unsightly, and some plants, it will inspire them to bloom again, where maybe they might be a little bit lackadaisical about it. And while we're on it, we were talking earlier before the show, Our tomatoes and peppers are pretty small because the growing season has been so cool this year. But we were all three talking about how we have blooms on our peppers and tomatoes. Pinch them off. Just be brutal. Take them off. It's way too. The plants are too small. It's too. Let them grow. Let them grow before they put any fruit on.
Mm-hmm. So just get in there and pinch them right off, and it'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But deadheading. Yes, it's a good practice to get into. So it's for several reasons. I like to leave things on until they're looking pretty dry, because then I know the pollinators got everything out that they needed or could get. But after that, if they're ugly,
off they go.
off with their head.
Any other tips, tricks, advice for folks out there as we're kind of going? I mean, it's almost June, even though everything is small and a little bit behind because it was been so cool. But any other tips to pass along to folks as we truck along?
I think this is a good opportunity to try something new this year. We've got time, right? We can't use that excuse.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
good idea.
This is a great time to try something new and immerse yourself in it and kind of forget your cares for a while.
Yeah. And if you fail, oh well.
That's
right. Do it again next year and try again. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for your time and expertise. Really appreciate hanging out with you guys always. And thank you for sending in your email questions, video questions, voicemails. Keep those coming because we can answer those for you here or in the studio. Find us on Facebook, of course. We're on Instagram. And you can send us an email to yourgarden@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to get those answered for you. We'll see you next time. Good night.